Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Zur is here on the EDZ. I'm just going to kind of tell you what you should buy, what you shouldn't buy, and everything in between, and then move right along. So, for the exotic gear he is selling, first off, I'm always going to pick up this exotic engram first, just for the memes. Uh, anyway, for the weapon, he has Lord of Wolves. If you don't have it, pick it up. It's actually pretty fun. Release the Hounds or the Release the Wolves. Very, very fun, but used to be really, really good. Now it's just like meh. So, yeah. Next is a Lucky Raspberry 80 or 68 roll. Actually, a very, very nice stat distribution as well. Honestly, this is an S tier pick. I'm actually going to pick that up for my hunter. That's really, really strong. Next, we have Cresta Alpha Loopy. This isn't ideal. 64 is not bad. It's got decent stat distribution for Titan specifically. Personally, I'm not going to pick it up because it has a ton of like or really low discipline, which I really like discipline. But seeing as this is a more super based exotic, this really is not bad. And finally, we have the Geomag Stabilizer, 67 stat roll, but absolutely terrible distribution. So I definitely would not pick this up just because, like, you do not need that much mobility on a Warlock. You really don't. Like, and honestly, Geomags just aren't, they're really just swapped to them. So your roll of these really does not matter. So that's it when it comes to that. As for the legendary weapons, we have a Fire Fright. You can craft this, so I'm not really too worried about this roll. It's not great either. Next, we have the Death Adder, Feeding Frenzy, and Quick Draw. Absolutely terrible barrels, I hate to say it. So honestly, I would skip on that. Ooh, Ikelos, Killing Wind, Tap the Trigger. The barrels are kind of meh, and then the masterwork is decent. But again, this is craftable, so unless you don't have a crafted one and you need a good PvP one, this one actually isn't bad. For the glaive, it has, I actually don't know what's good on a glaive, but I know it does have close to melee, which is interesting. So yeah, it's gonna help that melee damage up. I mean, yeah, this is not bad. This is actually a pretty good roll, but again, it's craftable. And if it's craftable, really, I don't really recommend buying them. For the Deafening Whisper, Killing Wind, and Threat Detector are definitely not ideal for me. Also, don't really care for the magazine or the barrel, so definitely would not pick that up. Blast Batu, Threat Detector, Wellspring, we're not even going to look at it. It's just a not good for anything. And finally, Eternity's Edge, which has Infinite Guard, Thresh, and Surrounded. Definitely not that great. As for the armor, Pathfinder's Wraps, just the Pathfinder set in general, 52, 53, 51, all garbage. It's all terrible. I will not pick any of it up. And for our two things, the Hawkmoon and the DMT. Here we go. A rangefinder Hawkmoon. Wow, here we go. This is good. If you don't have a good Hawkmoon, I would actually kind of recommend picking this up. It doesn't have like phenomenal stability, or no, it doesn't have phenomenal range or anything, but rangefinder does definitely help with that. So if you don't have a good Hawkmoon, this actually isn't a terrible roll. And finally, Deadman's Tale with Outlaw. Flared Magwell, honestly, nah, I would not pick up this Deadman's. Outlaw is not ideal on it. Ideally, you would want something like, in my opinion, Snapshot, Vorpa Weapon, or Killing Wind being the best in my opinion. But yeah, this isn't great. But that's really it when it comes to the Zur PSA. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. See ya.